A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to a wet and rainy Edinburgh airport today. Sitting outside here, Ryanair Boeing 737-800 Echo India Delta Whiskey Mike. Operated by today Ryanair UK. Callsign Blue Max 45 Whiskey Victor. Correction Victor Zulu. 45 Victor Zulu. Flight number RK8604 service down to Stansted. Pretty much one of the classic routes here. So sitting here on VetSim, there was some ATC online 20 minutes ago. Not too sure at the moment what the situation's looking like. But we'll get on board the aircraft and prepare for departure. Yeah, very shortly. Yeah, so looking very nice here. This is Pyreek, Devco's, Edinburgh. It's looking very nice. Yeah, I think they make one of the best sceneries. Yeah, the lighting, everything is really fantastic. Terminal modelling is excellent as well. So yeah, let's get on board the aircraft and get ready for departure. So welcome to the flight deck. The aircraft is set up for departure as usual. So let's get in here and take a look at the operational flight plan here today. So it's Ryanair UK 8604 service from Edinburgh to Stansted. Cost deck 6, standard Ryanair, ground distance 367, 11 knots of headwind, that's fine. Cruising 350 today, as per the fault routing on radar box. Simbrief was giving me 310, but this seemed more optimal, yeah, so take that. The flight time today expected to be now 10 minutes, cruising, yeah, 350. And the alternate is Luton, as per the preferred alternate if the arrival stands at the airport, as per Ryanair, so P, I believe. So block fuel 3553, we've got 5.7 litre tanks, 2828, that's giving us 5640 in total. And reserves 1.8 tonnes. So routing today, this is the standard routing, taken off radar box as well, the Gossamer 1 Charlie departure, and the Listo 1 Lima arrival for runway 22, although we'll probably vector ourselves if there is no air traffic control online, if there's no Stansted approach. So scheduled off block is time 2:50 PM local time, so that's just about 18 minutes, so let's try to get being punctual today. 184 passengers today, I think it's 188, I saw when I tried to book it, one seat available, something like that. Yeah, so pretty much a full flight. Max capacity is 184 for the PMDG, so yeah, this is fine. 59.4 tons of zero fuel weight, giving us a takeoff weight of 64.6 tons, and a landing weight of 61.8. So we're actually yeah, below the max landing weight for immediate return into Edinburgh if we need to. So routing here is all looking fine. Let's look at the weather, which is just down here. So Edinburgh is currently light rain, visibility more than 10 kilometres, few clouds 1006, scattered 2, forecast 32, 5 degrees, the ground QNH 1006, currently it was 1005 a bit earlier. Stansted's 20019 knots, so quite a strong headwind. Won't really matter for us, yeah, it's pretty much in the direction of the landing, which is runway 22. 15 degrees on the ground, overcast conditions. And do NOTAMs. Steel plate taxi for Alpha 100 meters west of Alpha 14. 5 frequencies changed, and some trigger NOTAMs, some stand closures, that's fine, stand 21 closed. So yeah, that fella there, the easy parking stand 21, which is kind of funny because I wanted to take stand 20, but stand 20 sort of interferes with stand 21, so it's a little unfortunate, yeah, because I think the real aircraft is actually parking stand 20. Yeah, that's fine. Stand 24 is open, and it was one of the sort of available flights that available stands that they took. Yeah, so it's all looking fine. And actually, the aircraft is currently parking at stand number 20. Yeah, indeed, stand 20. Yeah, so that's fine. Stand 24 shall be. Runway habitation progress, start of and group section. Yeah, blah blah blah. It's not really relevant for us. So Stansted, pretty much nothing. Lima closed between the and Jewett. That's all we need to take note of. But for runway 22 for arrivals, it should really not be anything at all. We have to worry about because Lima's all the way down there. Yeah, Lima's close between the town and Jewett, this section there. That's just fine. We'll vacate November Romeo anyway, so for rapid runway operations, yeah. Or we can take Lima Romeo, yeah. Let's try November Romeo, flap 40, autobrake 3 is going to permit it, yeah. So currently we are actually at parking stand number, let's look at this, parking stand 24 currently Edinburgh, so pushing back to face Northern Golf, taxi at Golf Lima. or it could be Golf Mike to the Alpha and Alpha all the way to the holding point runway 24. So let's go ahead and plan the pushback. It'll be standard straightforward pushback, so just straighten the nose to the right, tail left. So there we go, I don't see any tow bar disconnect points. This will do quite nicely. And then it's going to be taxiing out via Alpha for the Alpha to Delta for the Delta 1 holding point runway 24. Yeah. So no Cat 3 I don't believe, yeah, so Delta 3 is not going to be in use, so Delta. 2554 meters of takeoff run available, that's according to the charts over here. 2554 from runway intersection, no intersection departures for us today. And it's going to be the GoSam 1 Charlie departure expecting. So straight up runway 24 to 4.5 Lima Tango Hotel, correction, India Tango Hotel, yeah, which is the localizer DME for runway 24. And transition to 6,000 feet. We'll put in 6,001 here just to make sure we don't level off. There you go. And it's going to be to the Edinburgh NDB 368. We do have that tuned up here, which we don't really need to see though.
6, push and start, face north on Echo.
Ah, so okay, the controller's gone offline, that's fine. And it's going to be straight out to Mavics, and then left turn, intercept to GoSam. Correction, 6,000. Do not climb above 6,000, instructed by ATC. So just press airport elevations 136, so MFRE has to change to 1140. Let's go ahead and do that. Just 1,000 feet above airport elevation. 140, and we'll copy over from the left to right side. There you go, that's put in there. And the MSAs basically were treated as 4,000 feet up to 25 miles, so engine failure, heading select, runway heading 240 up to 25 miles and hold, so it'll be somewhere over here, holding there, and immediate return runway 24, right hand circuit. Yeah, it depends on, yeah, probably right hand circuit, that would make most sense. And it's going to be the NDBLS runway 24 approach, 341 Edinburgh, the NDB there is there as well, tuned for backup, and 108.9 frequency is in. And course is set 240 on that side. 261, this is just for the departure segment out of Edinburgh. Tracking outbound from the Edinburgh NDB 368. So 300 for the minimums, that's fine. Weather's very good today, 4,000 for the MSA as well, and the MS approach is straightforward, climb straight to 3,000 as directed. Okay, so reject to take up below 80 knots, reject for any master caution abnormalities, above 80 reject for any engine fire warning aircraft safe and able to fly or wind shear. Alcohol stop, disconnect to other throttles, mainly raise the speed brake lever and apply maximum braking. And apply maximum reverse, you'll verify that the other throttle is disconnected, speed brake is up, max reverse has been applied, maximum braking or operation of RTO auto brakes. You go 100 knots, 80 knots, 60 knots, I stopped aircraft on runway flap 40 for air traffic control of the reject, and take the checklist from there. Alright, so that's the pushback taxi out sit, you sit.
Edinburgh traffic, Ryanair,
pushback taxi out sit, EO sit, rejected takeoff, immediate return has been discussed, and yeah, we should be good to go. So departure 6,000, let's say we've just got a clearance, 6,000, initial climb and score code 7, let's do 73, I think I saw 735 something, yes, 735, let's do 7355, yeah, why not? And we'll put these down, and we'll do the safety inspection checklist now. So safety inspection, maintenance, state of services and shocks checked. Actually no, this is this would be a turnaround flight, so yeah, no need for that. However, we do have to wait a little while to be punctual, so let's actually, you know what, if we are ready to go, let's just go get going a bit earlier. So yeah, it's ready to go. No fuel to center tank, start APU, and let's go ahead and shut the doors as well. So retract the air stairs, get rid of the so retract, I want to close the door first, so let's go and close the door, And we want to release the
Edinburgh, traffic
upstairs
TV 984. My name's
and release
Tyson,
these
calling for
guys
Alpha 1 for runway 06, Edinburgh.
and retract the airstairs. Okay. So no safety inspection checklist because we have already done that. We did the transient before start checklist after the passenger brief, which is going to be happening very shortly now. And it looks like the QNH is updated, so let's go ahead and update our own QNH. We're not just get the latest weather. So 0706 knots, 6000 light terrain, QNH 1004 now, 5 degrees in the ground, which is checked. So 1004 once and twice. And 3 times set there, 1004 reading 12110, which is seems quite accurate here for this part of the airport. Yeah, seems fine. Threshold elevation for 24 is indeed, I think. If I saw that correctly, where is it? Elevation 100 and 110, yeah, so it should be fine, yeah. 136 was the elevation control tower. I assume that's where they got 136 from for the airport elevation here. Actually, no, it's 112 here. Did I? That's interesting. Did I read the wrong thing? No, there was something that said that the airport elevation was 136. Yeah, that's interesting. It's different. Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly why. But okay, let's do the PN, get ready for departure. Ladies and gents, very good afternoon to you. Welcome aboard this Ryanair UK flight service 8604 service down to London Stansted. Flight time today expected to be now 10 minutes, cruising at 35,000 feet. Departure will be off to the southwest, turning left and tracking south. Suddenly, generally, direction all the way to London Stansted for a arrival from the north east. Weather conditions en route expected to be generally fine, and we do hope you enjoy the service on board, and we should be going very shortly. Thank you very much for your patience, and we wish you a pleasant flight. Okay, so let's do the transient before start checklist. So gear bins 1, 2, 3 removed, probe covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removed, oxygen tested 100%, yaw damper is on. Fuel, we've got 5, 2 on board, we've got 5, 6 here. Pumps, we've got 4 on. Fasten belts on. Window heat on. Aircon and press. Packs. Auto bleeds on set. Pressure switch mode selector auto. Instruments, we've got heading 209, 209, QNH 1004, set once, twice, 3 times, indicating 110. 110, 110. Cross-checked. Auto brake, RTO, hydraulics are normal. Speed brake is down detent, park brake set, stab trim cutout switches normal, radar radios and transponders set, and standby. Actually, should be to be standby for now. Set and standby. Rudder and on-trim, free and zero taxi takeoff briefing discussed. PA complete. FMC CDU set. N1 and IS bucks auto stab trim 6.2 units set. Performance weight bound sign and set. EFB airplane mode stowed. Mobile phones airplane mode. Flight deck door windows. Flight deck windows and cockpit door locked. Doors closed. Passengers seated. Before start check is completed. Down to the line. Okay, there was no need to check hydraulics, by the way. Yeah, this is not part of it, and I'm not sure whether they actually do have this. I don't think they do, so I'm going to remove that for the no, it is displays. Yeah, FCS. None of these guys. Don't think they do. Just think they probably won't. Alright, so if that's all fine and dandy, we will take a look at the area behind. I thought I saw the beacon of the Easy on, but it's not at the moment. No one's calling for push, so we will go ahead and push back. So let's go ahead and remove chocks. And which can be done from here. Release, remove chocks. Yep, performance, by the way, wet speeds 2554, air conditioning, packs on, and NTIs is Actually, we do need NTIs, yeah. Engine NTIs, yeah. It's my bad. 274046 now. Okay, there's our V speeds. So now he is showing that it's going to push. Okay, we'll push south, so we shouldn't be interfering with this push, yeah. Right, so engine NTIs will be on for departure. Yeah, it's just fine. So before start, check this below the line. Anchor packs off, anti-collision light on, park brake, set transponder, alter off. Before start check is completed, below the line. Before start check is complete, that's what they should say, yeah. So let's cut the turn.
Cockpit to ground.
Traffic, Union on it for Mike Airborne from runway 06 back from 2500,
So it's quite strange because I thought so it was beacon on, but it doesn't seem to be on anymore, which is interesting. So tax connecting, and we should be on time for departure, but just a little early. That's good, yeah. So we're pushing back to face Northern Gulf, which is what we do want.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed.
Face Northern Gulf, yeah.
All
It's
doors
checked.
and hatches closed and the ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set, lifting the aircraft.
Beacon's not on, that's fine.
Standing by for pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
There you go, brakes
Parking
released.
brakes are released.
Edinburgh traffic,
Commencing
Blue
pushback.
Max, 45
Start the
Zulu,
engines in
pushback,
sequence.
park and stand to forward face Northern Gulf. Edinburgh traffic.
It will start in the sequence.
Okay, I've blocked time for 3 minutes early, that's good. So wet and rainy here, 5 degrees, we do need engine NTIs, yeah. Alright, let's say clear to start engines.
Anyone coming from waypoint Tango Lima Alpha?
Stopped.
I am coming for descent.
Not too sure what's going on Unicom. N2, all pressure. N1. So the rain is picking up a little here. So got fuel flow, EGT. Yeah, very nice taxiway lighting here. It's really right at the centre line here. Very precise. Start cutout, monitor 2.
Traffic at flight level 120. Please report any climbing
two stable
traffic
starting one.
towards to Tango Lima Alpha.
Okay, pushback completed.
That's
Please set
N2,
your parking brake.
all pressure. N1. Brake
Ground.
set.
You may
May
disconnect.
disconnect.
7 Echo X-ray in our direction.
Okay, sir, clear to disconnect.
Flight level 70 to set up the ILS.
Double traffic around there 178, we line up and we take off from
Fuel flow.
6,
EGT. So disconnecting, giving us a signal shortly, I believe. So current QNH is 1004, that's a difference of between standard of 9 times 30, that's 270 feet, so I expect transition level to be 75, not 70, yeah. So starter current monitor 1. Land hand signal has been received. 1 stable. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye. So flaps 5 for departure. Flight control check. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls checked. And before taxi, checklist. Generators on APU. Off. Start switches continuous. Probe heat is on anti-ice. We do need engine anti-ice, so they come on. Dim. It's checked. Agant. Packs. Auto bleeds on. Isolation valve. Auto flaps. 5 required. 5 selected. Green light. And stamp trim. We've got 6.21 units required. 6.21 set. Slight levers. Idle D10. Flight controls checked and recall checked. Before taxi checklist complete. Edinburgh traffic for Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu taxi on point runway 24 via Golf and Golf Lima Charlie Delta holding point Delta 1 holding point runway 24 Edinburgh traffic. Did I just
Edinburgh
see
traffic, 7 correct, sorry, we're on right 10 now, base leg 06, Edinburgh traffic.
06, they've changed to 06. Okay, to change to 06, well that's fine. Alright, well then we'll change to 06. Alright, let's check on, well, flight radar 24, they are actually, I think they are actually using 06, yeah, so we'll do the same. Alright, that it does involve a little bit of replanning, so park brake has been set, some departures, runway 24, correction departures, runway 06, go set 1 Delta departure, take a speed seated, that's fine, execute, next page.
And then the traffic, Blue Max 7 Echo X-ray, we're now established on the airline.
Go set 1 Delta departure, so okay, 640, whichever's earliest, 043, 3 miles, into Victor Golf, left turn. DME 35, Golf Oscar Whiskey. Which we don't actually have on the chart, which is interesting there, that's fine, and then straight out Golf Oscar Whiskey 1154, radio 076, so let's tune that. 076 1154 1154 and yeah, 3 miles here, left turn, so let's check plan page now. So DME Delta 065 Alpha, 640 above, left turn, 605 Charlie, and we'll keep the speed. What's our up speed today? And let's go index approach. VR40 is 141, so 207, 211 knots will be our up speed, so let's set it to 211. Below until we complete the turn, so Golf Oscar Whiskey 35. Execute. Just to keep the turn tight. It's still NEDB2 for departure, so 1,000 feet acceleration, and then to combo and go Sam 6,000 feet. So stop to still 6,000. Landing, correction takeoff performance, runway 06 now. Collision wet, anti-ice, engines. And it's going to calculate that 284046, 89.4, select temperature 40 degrees. So let's go ahead back to here. 1 limit, temperature 40 degrees. Takeoff 1, 89 forward, it's checked, flaps 5, 4046 and 128 for the V-speeds. Checked and set, alright, then let's get going.
Edinburgh
Right.
traffic, Bluebird 7 Echo X-ray, 5 mile final, 06 Edinburgh.
Okay, release brakes, config checked. Edinburgh traffic, Bluemax 45 Victor Zulu taxi on approach runway 06 via Golf and Charlie. So taxi routing, should have reviewed it more carefully, but it's still the same, pretty certain. An approach that's changed that to runway 06 as well. Okay, let's see, Edinburgh ground 121.755. Alright, so we need to get our clearance now, so let's go and stop. So yeah, the ping was from VATSIM 121.755. And let's switch to deactive, there you go. Edinburgh Grand, good afternoon, Bluemax 45 Victor Zulu, we're on Golf, ready to taxi out for departure, runway 06. Wow, this guy's really soft. Cleared go 71 Delta departure, Scott 5215, Ryanair 45 Victor Zulu. Ryanair 45 Victor Zulu, you are quite soft. Is it possible to speak a little louder? Currently strength 3.
That's 45 Victor Zulu taxi, Alpha 1, and we do the Golf Lima and Alpha.
Golf Lima Alpha for Alpha 1 holding point runway 06, Ryanair 45 Victor Zulu. Okay, that is checked, and that's taxi instructions again, lights on. We should have turned them off earlier on. So let's go ahead and put in the arrivals here for runway 06. Just this is what we want, not this anymore. And for the airport chart, there we go. So that's the Ryanair coming into land. So we want to take Golf to Lima, so it's first left here. So first left onto Lima, then to Alpha. So there's the Lima 2 holding point, that's checked. We are on Lima, left turn for Alpha coming up. It looks like the QNH has just changed once again, so we need to update our QNH. Let's see. So it's currently 1002.
7 Echo X-ray with you turning on for Alpha.
7 X-ray Zulu, Edinburgh, good afternoon. Taxi to 17 via Alpha.
1002.
Okay, Sam 17 via Alpha and Golf, Bluemax 7 X-ray Alpha.
So right side is clear, that's the Bluemax that just vacated, and 1002 on this side as well. So we're way past the warm-up time for, yes, for our 3 minutes, and that's fine, so we've got up to 30 knots here. It's wet, but it's a straight line, so it should be just fine. So, any changes to departure briefing? Yes, I mean there was a major change from the previous plan, but now that's been rebriefed. Runway 06, we need 108.9, that's under Victor Golf 060 for the course, so let's go and reset that to 060.
Sorry, 7 Echo X-ray, just check that. Alpha, Mike and Golf.
So all the way to Alpha holding point and report ready shortly. So 310 for the ILS and this approach trying to straight hit to 3000, that's still checked. So everything is still looking very fine and dandy. Still based on the Edinburgh Uniform Whiskey 368, so yeah. So cabin would have been secured. It's been a long time since we have done that, so before takeoff checklist below the line. Config checked, flaps, we've got 5 green lights, and stab trim, we've got 6.2 units set. Takeoff briefing reviewed, cabin secure, for takeoff checklist completed to the line. So Alpha 1 holding point, that's all the way down. It's all the way there. So very nice airport here by Pyreka. That's the fire truck, firefighting equipment there. I'm going to put up the VOR here now, so 1154. 1089 Uniform Whiskey can remain on the right side there. Unicom 122.8, Blue Max 45 thank you for the ETC, see you next time. So Unicom now. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu taxiing on Alpha 4, Alpha 1 holding point, runway 06 for departure. Okay, coming up, that's the Cat 3 holding point, that's Alpha 4.
Landing traffic in runway 2.
It's Alpha 5, that's a lot of holding points, yeah. Say again for the last station. Okay, looks like we might have to check on VATS and radar ourselves.
Traffic runway 24, turning for the final.
It's turning final, alright, so we'll wait. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu, will hold short runway 06 at Alpha 1 holding point, Edinburgh. So there's a hold, the lights are very nice by the way, yeah. Orange for the Cat 3 and then red for the Cat 1 holding point. Alpha 106 is confirmed and we'll wait for the fellow to land and vacate the runway. Once he's vacated we will...
Can you hold for a moment before the departure? I'm about to land and in the final.
Yeah, that's fine, we'll hold and once you vacate we'll line up Ryanair, correction, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu.
Thank you very much, Sri Lankan 104.
Edinburgh traffic, Ryanair 417, 6 mile final for runway 06.
That's bad, yeah. They're both in final, 6 miles and 4 miles, yeah, let's see how it goes. Actually, let's put up the TCAS just so we can see them. So, I can see him. I can't see the other guy, yeah.
.104.
Alright, so now we're just playing the waiting game, waiting for them to, yeah, arrive. I see the guy on the left, I don't see the guy on the right, yeah. He's actually really quite far out, I think, yeah. The Airlanka 104.
Traffic established on runway 24 and request if it is possible to give away or let me know your preference, Sri Lankan 104.
Landing runway for Edinburgh 06, runner 414, 2 mile final.
1,000 feet, so he should be really focusing outside now. Yeah, let's watch him come into land. It'll be quite spectacular, I think, yeah. Solar panels, which of course in the UK probably don't have much use, yeah. I mean, that's not really true, but yeah. It's looking quite nice, I gotta say. Holding here, waiting for the traffic to come in. Say displaced threshold, so yeah, we'll watch him come in. Get a nice screenshot.
ALK 104, landing runway for Edinburgh 06.
Roger that, and let me know once you have vacated the runway. I'm 1 mile final
Here he is.
Sri Lankan 104.
Okay, I'm going to land in like 20 seconds, so it's going to be close.
Great.
So here he is coming in. That's a Max 8200. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I think he fled a little early, but yeah, overall looking pretty good. Nice landing. So there he is vacating. The airline car is probably somewhere outside, not too close. He said 1 mile final, but I don't... Yeah, he's not 1 mile final. Yeah, he's... yeah, this is a 3 mile.
I'm vacating now, runner 417.
Thank you so much, and I'm landing in straight window, and thank you, both of you.
So once he vacates there, we'll go ahead and line up for departure. So a slight delay here, but that's fine. We did depart a little early, yeah. Just yeah, and Ryanair doesn't change cost indexes en route, so we're not going to do that for sure. Unless, you know, it's like crew delay or curfew or something, yeah. Crew duty timeout or curfews, yeah. So there he is. So we'll see evidence of him turning left, because he could, of course, decide to execute a missed approach somewhere in the runway or bulk landing. So once, ooh, that's a very high sink rate. Looks like he's arrested that nicely. It's on the ground. Okay, looking nice.
Edinburgh traffic, November 25 Bravo, taxi line, Golf, Lima, Alpha, Bravo, for runway 06.
Oh, that's gonna be really interesting, because it's a single taxiway, isn't it? Yeah. How's he? That's Golf. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
For Victor Zulu, I will be exiting on Bravo.
Roger that. And Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu, line runway 06 via Alpha 1. Alright, let's go. So right side, there's the airline car, left side looks clear. And let's say we're given a line of clearance. There you go. Cabin crew 6 for departure. So that's the rain on the radar. And before takeoff, checklist below the line, MCP, set transponder, TRA, strobe lights on, landing lights on, before takeoff checklist complete. Let's go ahead and do a rolling takeoff since it's vacated. Runway traffic, Ryanair 45 Victor Zulu, takeoff runway 06 on the Go 71 Delta departure. Correction, Go 71 Charlie. So that's stabilized, and takeoff. Master caution doors, that's fine. Let's get lights on as well.
417, thank you for your data.
So takeoff thrust set, indications normal, and 80 knots.
V1. Rotate. On debris.
Gear up. LNAV. Should have waited to 400, I think that's Ryanair SOP. So 400, LNAV. And we'll follow the flight director commands shortly for the left turn. So N1, and we'll bug up very shortly as well. So flaps 1 and buck up. Flaps up. Alright, let's go ahead and do command, 2000 to go, so let's go, say, cleared flight level, let's go, level change, and level change MSFS speed, let's say cleared flight level 160. So up to takeoff checklist, we have aircon and press, cabin is climbing diff 2.5, set, engine start switches, continuous, we've got speed brake, anti-ice is still on, landing gear, up and off, auto brake, off, flaps, up, no lights and altimeters, set standard now, so 1013, standard set, passing, flight level 74, now checked. Alright, and go ahead and clear restrictions and then can go VNAV. Right, flaps on the lights, VNAV. VNAV speed. by pressing. Does it do that? So let's try. Yeah, it didn't do that. So Alt Event does that. Yeah, let's do that. So execute. So accelerating now. And we've timed the acceleration quite nicely because just approaching level 100 now. So yeah, very nice. So TAP +1, engine NTI stays on. These can come off, the retracts. The takes late, of course. So a bit of turbulence now. So we won't release the crew, level 100 lights. So, passing altimeters, passing flight level 102 now. Fuel, we've got balanced, 4 pumps on, lights, APU, fasten belts, and content press. Recall, checked, 10 checks complete. Reset these 2 guys. Fix pages, delete. And continue on to climb 292, that's fine. And we want to go weather radar on your side. So the red stuff is, I'd like to request a heading out of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go request heading now, 230, heading select. Just to stay out of the worst of the weather. So let's say continue climbing level 240 given by the controller. So 240 is set. Bit of turbulence, yeah, up and down here. It's just fine. Right, and it is going to be relatively uneventful once we've done the weather deviation and we'll proceed back on route. So thank you very much for watching till now, and we'll see you for the arrival into Stansted.
Yeah.
So welcome back to the flight deck. Currently on descent to flight level 75 for Stansted, and we are on Unicom. Previously we were just with London Control, but yeah, it's totally fine right now. So approaching level 100 now. We've got lights, fasten belts on, and we'll do our 10 checks. So fuel, we've got balanced, 4 pumps on, lights, APU, fasten belts, air compress, recall checked, and bang on sector is 25 degrees. So there you go, past level 100 now, so going to be vectoring ourselves for the arrival to Stansted. So if we now direct to Barkway 10, which is this waypoint here, yeah, looks like we're going to be fine. So trackmaster touchdown approximately 102. This point is to 3,000 feet. So I think we've got approximately 30 track miles to run. That would be fine. So we go further, a bit further on this heading. Continue. Speed brake out to expedite our descent. Yeah, it's just fine. So it's going to be. We're currently actually previously with the Listo 1 hotel arrival. Listo 1 Lima arrival for Stansted, and going to be flying this one initial approach from Laurel rather. Okay, let's say further descent to altitude 5,000 feet. So set the local QNH, which is actually exactly 1013. So 1013 altimeters, passing 7,500 feet. Now is checked. Slow speed brake, and let's say vectored onto there to the right, heading 130. Right, so far looking pretty fine. Bit of an updraft over here, it's fine entering the clouds there. So, approach checklist, altitudes and altimeters instruments set and cross-checked, approach shades checked and set, approach checklist complete. Yeah, we have courses 222 set, and the Barkway VR 16225 and 110.5 is our X-ray, which is already ident for Stansted runway 22. So flap 40 landing we're doing today, autobrake 3 flap 40. Should have had that selected. There you go, flap 40, autobrake 3. And the plan is to vacate pretty nicely. Yeah, what we need to. So let's actually take a bit of speed brake out. So on the descent, down to, let's say descent 3,000 feet. Green Banana's helping us to do nice CDA here. So final fix 22, want to be 2,500 feet exactly, which is this waypoint, just a bit further past it. Yep. Let's go ahead and right heading 160. We already have the localizer there, which is fine. Let's call Unicom. Stansted traffic, Ryanair, correction, Bluemax 45 Victor Zulu, currently heading 130, approximately 20 track miles touchdown, Stansted runway 22, Stansted traffic. Right, go ahead and stow the speed brake for now, and we can go ahead and reduce speed to 20, so yeah, that'll be 180, 10 miles, 220 before that, yeah, so we'll go ahead and slow down the aircraft. So the plan is to vacate. See, it's relatively short, 1276, yeah, but we will have a bit of high speed, so vacate November Romeo, let's see what's possible. Aim to touch down as early as possible, so probably go a little low, November Romeo left turn onto Juliet. And once past Juliet, we'll taxi all the way to Open Charlie, holding point, correction parking stand. I believe the aircraft is taking stand 48. Correction 63 left, which is actually what we departed from this morning. So Juliet Delta. And that should be just fine. So let's say we have further right now, heading 200, and to establish the localizer, so 4 lock. Excellent. So vertical speed now, 5 feet per minute. Do a nice CDA coming in here. Speed, vertical speeds. And set runway heading 222. This approach is very straightforward. It's just simply climb straight not above 3000, and at this waypoint there, turn right to Barkway 7171 inbound. At 8 DME Barkway, continue climb to street to VOI 3000. So this approach altitude is 3000 feet. Alright, let's go flaps 1. Flaps 1. So, cabin crew, seats for landing. Okay, so looking fine now. Can't really see the runway, but yeah, we are coming in. Stansted traffic, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu, passing 3,400 feet now. 1 miles to touchdown. Stansted runway 22. Stansted traffic. Okay, Vorlock, but we are not lined up with the localizer. That's interesting. Yeah, LNAV is armed on this approach. That's looking fine. So can you descend up to 2,500 feet, which is the platform altitude for this approach. 548 minimum set, autobrake 3, flap 40 landing planned. So we weren't able to keep exactly idle thrust all the way down, yeah, unfortunately, but I think that's just fine.
2,500.
It's checked. So visible now with the field, yeah, looking fine. Looking very fantastic actually. And this is a pretty familiar sight, I've got to say, yeah, coming into Stansted. Okay, let's go ahead and go flap 5, reduce speed because we're going to be 180 or below. Not too fast. Approach armed, glide slope armed. So glide slope's a good channel. 3,000 feet, missed approach altitude is set. So remember to arm the speed brake this time, yeah. So let's go down to 10 for both. And let's bring it down to 10, yeah, it's fine. So flap 5, about 50% and 1 close to idle thrust, flight idle, should be just fine to maintain the speed. So keep the speed 16525, that's what's required as procedure, but since our flap 5 speed is higher than 165, that's just fine. So 4 miles, gear down, flap 15. Yeah, just fine. So I believe there is some traffic, runway 908, it's just behind us, coming in from Cork. So looking good, but no floating today. Got to build that, put it down early so we can vacate November Romeo. That left turn, Juliet, which is second taxiway. 4 miles, gear down, flap 15. Switch speed, start switches. So this should have been on. And flap 25. And flap 40. 1,000 feet checked. So lane checklist start switches continuous recall checked. Speed brake arm green light. Landing gear down 3 green. Auto brake 3 flaps 30. Correction 40. 40 green light. And landing lights are on. And checklist complete. So clear to land. Lights on. So disconnecting. Status traffic, Ryanair, correction, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu, shuttle final runway 22, Stansted. So a little gusty here, the winds, it's fine.
400. 300. 'Approaching minimums.
Checked.
200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
So speed brake up. There's a normal. So we will be able to vacate November Romeo just nicely. Minor braking. Design speed is 52 knots. We are at 40, so that's just fine. So stow reverses, some timing there. That's traffic, Ryanair, correction, Blue Max 45 Victor Zulu runway 22 vacated taxi, Juliet, Delta Pakistan 63 left, Stansted. So hotel, right is clear, left is clear, and Juliet looks clear as well. So flight directors can come off, weather radar set to 100, and this right side, left side clear on Juliet. And since we're below the 63 tons, we'll do single engine taxi. So no sense keeping things slow, we'll go a bit faster here. Trim has been reset, that's 3 units, we want 4 units. There you go, 4 units there. We set the minimums here. Responder reporting off.
Traffic, Phoenix 44 Papa,
the radar can come off on your side as well. And Preflight can come off. Oops, that's a little fast. Want to be 30 knots, not 30, yeah, not too fast. So coming up on 3 minutes, nice FedEx 7.6, yeah, pretty rare sight I'd say. Don't see 7.6s too much on Batsim. You won't start the APU because in the 7.3 you don't need single engine taxi for... You don't need APU for single engine taxi, so we won't do that.
Traffic,
and where is the guy?
27 right, flight is coming across the front going 27 left.
So there he is, coming in. So ignoring the bus, yeah, really can't be bothered to pay attention to it. So the next one over here, these are the 1.5 stands. So there he is, coming in. Looking very nice. So Bravo's coming up. Let's watch the fellow land.
Oxford traffic point 1180.
Very nice.
Just to be aware, there's aircraft departing T7.
Very nice. So yeah, Chaos and Unicom, that's standard. So shutdown number 2. It's Charlie, we want Delta. So a couple Ryanairs on stand here, looking nice. Wow, that's 3, that's a pretty busy Stansted, I've got to say, yeah. So let me just confirm that it is indeed Delta. Well, it's too late if it's not, but yeah, I'm pretty certain it is Delta. So Delta will be the next one to these guys. Nice and busy Stansted, love to see it. So Delta coming up. So 63 left, that's going to be our stand for today. So 10 knots for the turn. And I realise I should have turned these lights, yeah. I've got to do this clean up here. And lights can come off, yeah, 63 left, that's what we want. Just the next one over there. So 63 left. Guidance system's not on, that's fine. Now it's on. It's very nice to see. 737 confirmed. So parking brake set. Should have started the APU a bit earlier. That's my bad. Forgot to start it. Parking brake now set. Right, actual, well it says AIBT, should be AIBT, right, 1519, that's early, yeah, that's nice, yeah, even with the delay out of Edinburgh. So once the temps count down to about 400, that will be ready for us. Right, 2 blue, 1 red engines dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Stansted. Cabin crew, doors disarmed, cross check. So engine number 1 spooling down, looking good. So N2 below 20% for both. Anti-collision light can come off.
Extra traffic 9118 is visual 165.
Let's go ahead and do FS sections, ground services, set the chocks, request that, and let's go ahead and get the extend the air stairs, get 2 left. Let's get the loaders and lavatory service, yeah, because why not? And open the front door, yeah. So 105, 133 actually pretty fine, I'd say. Yeah, let's set this to 3-1. Ground power can come on. And we'll shut down the APU. So PAC's off, APU bleed is off, and off the bus, APU can shut down. So pretty fine here, I'd say, looking, yeah, down here, London Stansted. Engines are spooling down. Yeah, actually they're spinning the wind. Yeah, it's pretty strong wind today. About 20 knots. Parking was not too bad, I'd say. Yeah, for the guidance system. Yeah, I think it's just fine. And this was the actual stand that we left Stansted from this morning, actually. At about, well, not at about, but yeah, at 6 AM first flight. Runway 55, Hotel Bravo off to Perugia. And now we're back with different aircraft sitting outside here, stand 63 left, yeah. So pretty very nice, yeah, pretty decent sector, operated quite decently I'd say, yeah, a couple of mistakes here and there, but yeah, overall pretty fine. So there goes the APU, pretty dramatic shutdown, so I'm not sure that really sounds so dramatic, yeah. But very nice and enjoyable sector, and yeah. We will see for the next sector, whatever it will be. Maybe in this, maybe in the 73 Max or the 777. Yeah, probably not the 320. Actually, it might be the 320 as well, yeah. So see you next time, and thanks for watching.